In this video, I'm going to finish showing you how to create a simple video game illustration using Illustrator, and this is what the final project will look like when you're done. So we're going to pick up where we left off before. So in the first video, we made this background here, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the character and finish it all up. So fortunately, when drawing your character, it can be anything that you make up, so you do not have to follow what I'm doing exactly. What I did is pretty easy, but you can make up your own thing too. You don't have to follow this exactly what I'm doing. Anyway, so for my character, I'm just starting off with a pink circle, and then I'm going to make my character have one eyeball. So I have a white circle, and then I'm going to make its pupil a little bit darker pink and put a little highlight on the eye with another white circle. All right, now I'm going to draw its mouth. So I'm going to start off with a larger ellipse. I'm going to copy it and paste another one on top of it. I'm going to use the shape builder tool to remove the top of that ellipse so that it looks like a smiling mouth. So I'm going to get the shape builder tool, hold the Alt key to make a minus, and click on the shapes that I don't want. Okay, I need to select it before I can change the color. Now I want to make like a little tongue in its mouth. So I'm going to copy the mouth shape again, and I'm going to combine it with another ellipse. I'm going to select both of those shapes, then get the shape builder tool again, hold the Alt key, and subtract the shapes that are overlapping that I don't want. So I just want this little shape here for the kind of the tongue in its mouth. Okay, I need to select it, and I want to change it to a darker color. Somehow there's an extra copy, so I'm going to delete one of the copies and move it a little bit. All right, now I'm going to get the pen tool and just draw a triangle to give it a little couple of teeth. So I'm just going to make this very simple triangle with the pen tool. I'm going to fill it with white and then draw another one on the other side. Let me get the pen tool and just draw like a couple pieces of hair. So just draw some jagged line, close my path. Then I'm going to get the eyedropper tool and click on the pink so it's the same color. And now I'm just going to draw like a little horn. So I'm just going to use the pen tool again. If you have any troubles with the pen tool, use a different tool, or don't worry about making it look perfect, because I know that when you're first learning how to use the pen tool, it's a little tricky. Okay, so I have this little horn shape. I'm going to use the pen tool, or first I'm just going to select it and copy it and paste it. I want to make like a shadow. So I'm going to overlap these two copies of the horn. And then I'm going to get the shape builder tool again, hold the Alt key to make a minus, and click on the shapes that I don't want. And now I'm left with this little sliver, and I can change the color. So then it kind of looks like a shadow. So move that on the horn. I'm going to select both of those and go to Object, Group, so that every time I click on a horn, I'm getting the whole object. Now I'm going to do the reflection tool again. So click on that, and this window will open, make it on vertical, and make a copy, because I want one on the left and one on the right. I'm going to drag that one to the right side. All right. I want to draw an arm, so I'm going to use this paintbrush tool. You've not used this yet, so watch what I'm doing carefully. Click on the paintbrush tool and then go at the top where it says 3-point round. click on the brush that says 10-point round. So make sure it says uniform 10-point round brush, and then just easily just click and drag a line. So it's pretty easy to use. When you use the brush tool, it makes an outline, a stroke, instead of a fill. So you have to colorize it. You need to make sure that you're choosing the stroke instead of the actual fill. All right, now I'm going to make a hand. I'm just going to use some simple circles. All right, it's still on stroke and no fill, so I need to go and change that so that it's filled with pink. Going to make this little hand kind of look like a paw. So I have these circles. I'm going to group this. So go to Object, Group. Now the whole arm and hand is one group. I'm going to add like some little paw pads on the hand. So I'm going to make some more ellipses, make it a lighter color. Oops, it's on stroke still. So I'm going to select none for the stroke. Make sure the fill is activated, and then just pick like a lighter color pink. Draw some on the toes. Oops. Don't forget Control plus to zoom in. Control minus to zoom out. Alright, I am going to select those again, everything that's on the arm, and group it. You can press Control G to group. Alright, now I want to reflect it again. So I'm going to go to Reflect, choose Vertical, Copy. And now I have a copy of the other arm I can put on the other side. Alright, so now to draw some legs and feet, I'm just going to use the pen tool and kind of make like these shaggy looking legs. Remember, it doesn't matter what you draw. You don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm just picking things that are really easy to draw for now. If you want to do something totally different, you can. Okay, so I'm going to get the pen tool again and just make a little shadow inside of its foot. Get the eyedropper tool, make it a darker color. Now I'm going to select both of those and group them so that the foot and the leg is all one piece. And once again, I'm going to reflect it vertically and move it over to the other side. Okay, I want to put like some spots on it, so I'm going to get the ellipse tool again and just drag some really tiny little ellipses in this dark pink so that it kind of has spots on it. Alright, so I want to select my whole monster to group it, so I need to move the palm trees out of the way so that I can select just the monster. But when I do, I'm going to end up getting the ground too, so I need to hold the Shift key and click on the ground so that I have just the monster. But now I have all the pieces of the monster selected. I can go to Object, Group. Now every time I want to click on the monster to move it or size it, it's all one group together. So now I can move my palm trees back, move my monster down on the ground. All right, getting close. I want to make some more clouds, so I'm going to copy and paste some of the clouds that I already had. I need to send it backwards because I want the palm tree to be on the front and the cloud behind it. So make sure you just, if you're copying clouds or the trees or whatever, if you change their size and rotate them and flip them a little bit, it'll give it some variance so that it won't look so copied and pasted. So now I'm going to show you how to make some simple bushes on here. We're going to go back to the star tool, which is where the ellipse and rectangle was. This time make radius 2 30, radius 1 25, and make the points. It doesn't really matter what you make the points as long as there's a lot of them and it doesn't look like a star. So then you kind of get this shape like this. And I'm going to make it green, and then I'm going to just move it out here so we can see what we're doing. Go back to the shape tool, pick rectangle, and I'm going to draw a box on here and like kind of split it in half, so that's going to be where the ground goes. So I'm going to select both of those shapes and get the shape builder tool, hold the Alt key and click on that. So now I just have a bush where it's flat on the bottom so that I can put it on the ground. I'm use the pen tool just to draw like a little highlight zigzaggy shape in there and change the color green to a lighter color. And then get my selection tool and click on both of them, and then I'm going to group them. Object group. So now I can click on that and move it, and I can just make some different copies of it at different sizes. So copy and paste it, and then drag it by the corner to make different sizes and just move them around on the scene. So I'm going to speed this up and copy and paste a few more of these bushes. And then I'm also going to make some more clouds. So again, just copying and pasting, squashing some of them around, just moving them, flipping them. I'm going to move my sun and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. So the only thing left to do is sign my name. So I'm going to choose black and then get the text tool. Just click on there and type over the fake text with your name, and then you can click on the selection tool and just drag from the corner to make it bigger. So when you're done with your illustration, make sure you save an Adobe Illustrator file so that you can edit it again, and also export a JPEG and put that in your Google Slide presentation.